last part of a word problem tells the whole story. We want to find both rates. We want to find the rate that the train is traveling and the rate that a plane is traveling. So if you are driving on the interstate, if you drive 120 miles in 2 hours, you've driven 120 miles per hour. So we're looking for this sort of rate here, except it's going to be kilometers per hour. We're looking for the rate that the train is going and the rate that the plane is going. So we're given one piece of information. We're given that the train goes 150 kilometers at a certain rate. We don't know what the train's rate is, but again, that's the thing that we know has to be the variable, because that's what we don't know at the end. We know if we take 150 kilometers, we divide it by how fast it's going, that'll spit out the time that train is going, that it takes that train to go 150 kilometers. Same thing for the other one, for the plane. If it's going 400 kilometers, if we divide it by the rate of the plane, that will give us the time. And we're told that these two times are equal. It takes 150 kilometers. It takes the same time to go 400 kilometers. Let's use this sentence to help us make another equation, because you have two variables in one equation we can't solve. But if the rate of the plane is 20 kilometers per hour less than 3 times the rate of the train, so let's take the train. It says the plane is 20 kilometers per hour less than 3 times the rate of the train. So the plane is 20 kilometers less than 3 times the rate of the train. So there's 3 times, and now we're going to take 20 less than that. So here's an expression for the plane. So now that we've constructed 2 equations talking about the same variables, we can solve. That top one's a little messy though. What if we solve for p and multiply p to both sides? Okay, that would cancel out. We're left with 400 over there. We have p times 150 over t equals 400. We'd still like to get p by itself if we could, so why don't we multiply by t over 150? That will make these cancel, these cross cancel, but what we do to one side we have to do to the other. So we multiply that to the other side, you're going to get p equals 400t over 150. And you could reduce that fraction if you want, but now it's a little easier to solve. We can use substitution. P is 3t subtract 20. So take 3t subtract 20 and plug it right in this guy. T subtract 20 equals 400t over 150. And that's an equation. By now I think we'll be okay to solve it. And if it makes your life easier, reduce this to a decimal. Okay. And you're trying to get t by itself, so you can subtract 3t from both sides. We get negative 1/3 t, so the last step is to divide by negative 1/3. Divide by negative 1/3. So that gives us the rate of the train to be 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, and you can plug that back into either one of the equations, just like we always do with the system. Maybe one of the ones up here, one of the simpler ones. Plug that in to find out the rate of the plane.